Good morning, Dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Monday, April 6th, 2020, and it is a gorgeous day outside today, Dragons. Very sunny, high of 70 degrees. We've hit the 70s, Flame. We were in the 70s this weekend. Hopefully you get to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. And that brings us to our weekend recap. Flame and I were playing this very intense game of Uno. How many of you have the game Uno? It looks like this, right? We keep these cards in a very protective seal because someone makes a big mess. But earlier this weekend, when Flame was beating me over and over, he came upon a wild card. And wild card means you get to play any card, color, and any number. And he did this to win one of his games. And that transitions nicely into Wild Card Week. So we get to pick what we want to do for Positivity Project characters. And we thought it'd be a good idea to do a quick review of what makes our character, what makes us who we are. Flame printed out this Venn diagram, and you can see, Dragons, that your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are what make up your character. So you grow in your thinking and how you feel about certain things, and this leads you to different actions that you have. And those can change over time, they might not, and that's okay, because all of us have positive character traits. Everyone has these 24 character traits in the Positivity Project character trait wheel. They just showcased in different ways at different times. So Flame has been showing a lot more creativity recently because he's helping out, surprisingly, around the house more. He has written letters and written poems showcasing his feelings, and he might give us a poem a little bit later. You might be surprised at how creative he can be. So throughout the week, Dragons, think of different ways that you are showcasing your different Positivity Project character traits. You might be very brave in going after a particular food you've never tried. I gotta be brave and eat it. You might show social intelligence, where you get to read someone's body language and feelings and you act accordingly. You might be very curious and you explore different things. No matter what the traits are, you should think about why your actions and your feelings and your thoughts are leading to your character. And you might come upon some new discoveries. Who knows? Like this. What is this, Flame? Duodecim? Duodecim. What is that? This is Latin for the number 12. Is that why you have the 12 cube there? Duodecim? Why did we put that up there? You thought it'd be fun? Okay. Well, why do we have duodecim as 12? Oh, that makes sense. So what Flame's telling us is you might have heard of the word dozen, right? Dozen. We say dozen sometimes to express the number 12, right? But we don't usually count 9, 10, 11, dozen. We don't do that. But it's just a unit, not really of measure, but if things come in 12s, we might say, oh yeah, I need a dozen eggs. What other languages sound like that? Ooh, very cool. So in French, we say douze. This is the closest. Douze. That's in French. What else? Doce. That's Spanish for 12. What else? Dodici. That's Italian. And they're very closely related, but English says 12. That's a little different. But dozen, douze, doce, and dodici sound close to duodecim, right? And they all relate. So things that come in 12s, let's see. I mentioned eggs, right? We might get a dozen eggs and ask for a dozen eggs. There are a dozen hours in a clock, and 2 dozen hours leads to 24 hours or 1 day. There are a dozen inches in 1 foot, and usually most rulers that kids have a dozen inches. Your first ever Miss Flaherty note. Looks like a donut. I'd like a dozen donuts, please. That's right. Very good, Flame. So dozens can appear everywhere, and we might have a fun surprise for you later in the show. But if you look around your house or you look outside, see if there's certain things that come in dozens, right? Dun da da da! It's time for the birthday box. Do you think we have a dozen birthdays, Flame? I don't think so either. But I'll tell you, on April 6th, that's half a dozen. Huh? So we might have, do we think we have 6? No? Let's check. Okay. We have a third of a dozen. First, yesterday, on April 5th, we had Leica Bordner in Miss Streeton's class and Nate Southworth in Miss Teckham's class. Happy birthday, you two. And today, April 6th, we have Noah Hickman in Miss Shamar Davis's class. Happy birthday, Noah. Today, Miss Jennifer Shishadi on our Camelot staff. She's having a birthday today. Fantastic, Miss Shishadi. You go get them. All right, so let's check the mail. Where is our mailbox? It is, let's see here. We do have mail, Flame. See what we got. Digging deep. Dear Flame, we watch every day and want to say hello. Thanks for making us laugh. Love, Muhammad A. in 6th grade and Sumo A. in 5th grade. Oh, that's fantastic. Thanks, guys. Flame, they think you're funny. That's some of us, huh? Oh, Miss Flaherty wrote us. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Dragons. Happy spring break. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and a good start to April. Did you know April is the month of the military child? This is a time to honor so many sacrifices of all the families and kids in our military. To honor these families, see if you can wear more purple, a color symbolizing all the branches of the military. Lots of love, Miss Flaherty. So that's interesting, Flame. Maybe we can go through our closets and see if we have some purple that we might be able to wear to honor all of our military families. Huh? I don't know if I have any purple. I have to look really deep. But to not look really deep, we want to give you a prize, Dragons. And in purple down here, Flame and I discovered something this weekend. We were cleaning some areas downstairs, and we found, watch this, a dozen copies of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. A dozen copies. Who would have thought? And this is one of Flame's favorite series, and he decided, watch this, he wrote us a poem, okay? And he wanted me to read it to you to show how much he's excited about this. I love to read, Dragons. I hope you do too. These dozen books here are waiting for you. Send me a letter, just ask for one. I'll get one in the mail before the week is done. And what he's trying to say, Dragons, is that if you write Flame and say, Dear Flame, may I please have a copy of a Diary of a Wimpy Kid to any of these email addresses, we're going to get you a copy in the mail. We want to give these to you, and these haven't been touched. Look, so crisp. This can be your copy. We'll be sure to clean it before we put it in the mail, but we want you to have it. And then maybe we can have a book club and read together. A Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So give us a letter, give us a shout out. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We hope you join us again. On behalf of Flame, I'm Mr. Salerno. Have a wonderful sunny day, Dragons, and thanks for tuning in.